gun down. Put the gun down.
Body cam footage showing the tense showdown between a Kern County Sheriff's deputy and a man who authorities say killed 5 people before turning the gun on himself. Kern County Sheriff Donnie Youngblood holding a press conference this morning identifying that shooter as 54-year-old Javier Caceres.
Court documents reveal that the shooting suspect and his wife had recently gone through a divorce and there were accusations of infidelity. 23 ABC's Brandon Johansson joins us now live from TNT Trucking, where one of the shootings happened last night. Brandon?
That's right, guys. This is where it all began last night. TNT Trucking. I'm going to step out of the way and show you a little bit behind me here. This is where it began in southeast Bakersfield, where Javier Caceres and his wife reportedly confronted an employee here, the first of 6 dead on a deadly day in Bakersfield.
This is an overwhelming event, there's no question.
Kern County Sheriff Donnie Youngblood has seen a lot in his career.
But this one stands out as probably the most of deaths at one event.
6 dead, including the shooter. This morning, KCSO releasing a more detailed timeline of the events of Wednesday night, saying it all started at around 5:15 p.m. when the suspect, 54-year-old Javier Caceres, and his wife, 45-year-old Petra Maribel Bolanos de Caceres, confronted an employee of TNT Trucking on Manuel Boulevard, 50-year-old Manuel Contreras.
The husband pulled a large caliber, 50 caliber handgun, which is one of the largest handguns that are made, and shot him to death. He then turned the gun on his wife and shot her.
Then about 6 minutes later,
there's confirmed 3 victims at this time.
A third victim, identified as 50-year-old Antonio Valdez.
The suspect got in his car, drove around, found the third victim in front of Bear Mountain Sports, where he then shot and killed him.
Caceres then reportedly got in his car and drove to a house on Breckenridge Road about 10 minutes later, where authorities say he confronted a friend, 57-year-old Alicio Cazares, and his daughter, 31-year-old Laura Garcia.
We believe that she may have tried to intervene to keep the suspect from approaching her father, and he shot and killed both of them.
15 minutes later, Caceres carjacked a woman and her child on Fillmore Avenue, leaving them uninjured.
The suspect made reference to the fact that he wasn't a bad guy and allowed the female to remove her child and herself, and then drove off in the vehicle.
Caceres then ended up at a business on Edison Highway where he was located by deputies. KCSO released this body cam footage of their deputy approaching Caceres,
Put the gun down.
which shows Caceres shooting and killing himself. Deputies recovered the weapon, a 50 caliber Smith & Wesson Model 500 handgun, at the scene. KCSO says all the events took place within about a half square mile, and all in just over half an hour. The next step for the sheriff's office is finding a motive. Court documents obtained by 23 ABC detail a recent divorce between Caceres and his wife Petra. Those documents show Caceres asking the judge for a subpoena on Petra's phone, accusing her of an affair. Although that motive is still unclear, Youngblood says none of it appears to be random.
It appears that the suspect targeted each of his victims.
And he said the investigation has been all hands on deck and will continue to be that way until it's complete.
This has a far-reaching impact on a lot of people in our community and our department.
Now at this time, guys, it's unknown if that handgun was acquired legally or not. It's also unknown exactly how many people who were involved in this actually worked here at TNT Trucking. What we do know is that the suspect, Caceres, was a legal permanent resident of the United States of America. We also know that there were about 30 witnesses needing to be interviewed. Sheriff Youngblood says that could take the rest of the week. For now in Southeast Bakersfield, Brandon Johansson, 23 ABC News.